10,
9, 8,
7,
6,
3, 2,
1.
0.
Hello and welcome to another beautiful day of Dash League. We got an exciting match here for you guys in the Walker tier, third place. And in the booth I got Percent with me, and this is Kastle.
What's up, guys? Yeah, no, I'm kind of excited to see this matchup play out. Of course, we're going to be playing across the pond, which is always fun. But we've got new tools to deal with that now with our CP rules in case we get there. But I don't know. I mean, both teams are looking hungry. We'll see who's able to take it home. Obviously, they've both been putting in work. I mean, we've seen it over and over again. So I'm excited, man. Both teams have grown a lot throughout the season too, and
really
Fake
have.
really leaped forward, like through last season and this season. Incredible turnover. Limbo used to be Obey. Now they've changed names, they've retooled, and they're looking stronger than ever as well. So I'm kind of excited, man. I honestly, a lot of times you go into matches and you say, oh, I think this team's gonna win for sure, but like it's gotten to this season where we really can't tell. Like we saw that last game, HHI versus Sky, no way of knowing who was gonna win to the end really, and I'm loving it. We want to keep that type of momentum forward for the league as a whole.
Exactly. Sorry, I had Windows switch here for a second, so I'm trying to fix that real quick. Let's see.
Well, as we're waiting, we'd like to see the lineups. I'm curious who each team brought out here. Definitely makes a huge difference.
I'm pulling them up.
Alright, so Jay Retch, strong player. He's going to be out there being really aggressive. Jughead, I don't think we've seen him quite as much this season as last season, but again, a pretty strong player. Dashhole, I think we've all seen Dashhole, like, loving it in pubs. Using rockets a lot more lately. Exarch, another strong rocketeer, so that might play well into this map right here, Launchpad, where you can get multiple rocketeers up. On the other end, Kai's been getting better and better.
Yeah, he
one
has
of those players.
quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just a lot of growth. I don't know if Kai will stay with this team because we've seen Kai advertising like, hey, looking for a new team or whatever. But at the end of the day, Kai and 505, I'm pretty sure they're pretty close friends, and they joined this team together, and you saw the improvement. But it's not like they don't have their own major killers like Digit Blob and Taxi. These two have been cornerstone pillar players for this team for a while, and they're definitely going to be difference makers here today. Neo DVD, I've seen around, not quite as much as the other guys, but I think Fake is pretty much bringing their top lineup here. I'm excited to see who Limbo puts in this last slot. Maybe Hodge would be great to see up here, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right, and we'll take the second to go ahead and do some animations here, and as we wait for that fifth person.
On that animation, that'd be cool.
And here is our map pool. We're back. Yeah, we had the full Limbo lineup. I didn't get one for Fake though, but they have their full lineup here. And for today's maps, we got ourselves a launch pad, waterway, and stadium. Good old-fashioned original maps.
Some
Nothing new
classics,
here.
man. Absolutely.
If it ain't fixed,
fun to
don't.
see.
Oh, if it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes when it is broken, fix it. I really appreciate the changes they made on Quarry, putting in that tunnel. Like beforehand, it was really just such a stalemate of a map. Just everyone go to B, everyone go to B. It's miserable, but love the change. It's a big improvement. Today we'll see Waterway, which, as I said earlier, a lot of people have called it one of the best maps ever designed across any video game. You know, I've heard comparisons to like to Dust 2 as far as like the iconicness of this map. It's got a little bit of everything: long range, close range, mid range. You can get explosives if you feel like it. We see shocks being a huge meta inside the enemy base, and that's always fun to see. Launchpad's a map very similar to that in that you'll see lots of weapons. No one holds back. This is a great opportunity to use shotguns, even the burst pistol. I would say above any other map, this is one of the places where the burst pistol absolutely shines in the very beginning when you're pulling out your defensive loadouts. You can run around that basement. You don't really need them for long range in that area because you're just running around the house basically, grabbing their dash pickup, getting kills, you know, getting the boost every time you get a kill. Really nice to use there. But we'll see everything, I'm sure. We'll run the gamut of most of these weapons. Maybe not the sniper, looking at the people out here who don't really pick them up too much. And this is not a map you would often see those on either, but I've seen it done where someone grabs 2 snipers and just holds down that long sight line coming out of spawn. So cool map, and I'm excited to see what these teams do. Oftentimes we'll see some of these teams geared more towards the like exotic weapons than we see in like the sprinter or the dasher tier. Which always makes it even more exciting to me, but I'm sure we'll see lots of explosions.
Absolutely. Getting a little wave here. Hot names aren't up.
From that angle, it almost looks like a Batman helmet with the 2 little things
Dude, I didn't
sticking
even
up.
realize that. Yeah, it's awesome.
Definitely doesn't look like it when you're like looking at it in the
Yeah.
menu.
I'll stay back. Let the pixels. make
Dude,
it
I
look
will
cooler.
pay money for the devs if they can license Batman or anything cool, like Wally, whatever. R2D2.
I'm just wanting more skins. Like I
Yeah,
love that they
man.
added skins, like different player skins, different gun skins. I mean, this stuff looks awesome.
Oh,
Alright.
no doubt.
Looks like they
No
got their
doubt.
5th in, and they're bringing in
Bronto.
Bronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see Bronto here, and we'll see what Bronto can do. This is probably not the most familiar lineup. Like I don't think this 5 has played in every single like matchup so far versus Fake, who's got a lot of players who are consistently playing together, and I believe that will make a pretty big difference here today. It's really hard to build that coordination if you're not playing together as a team. And so that very well may be the deciding factor here today, but we'll see. I mean, obviously, Limbo's going to be motivated to win this thing.
Absolutely. I expect a good match here from both teams. I mean, obviously, one team might have the slight advantage here, but you never know. You really never know. And we're doing server changes here today. I think we're going to start out here in New York, and then we're going to move over to Amsterdam, and that always plays in a lot. Especially
I mean, so this will be crucial, of course, because we're playing their home map. They're going to want to win this. I mean, that's a big deal for Limbo right now, is taking home this map.
Let's see.
Yeah, and I'm just going through. Jughead's played 2 maps. Bronto's played 3 maps. Xart's 10 maps. So, yeah, not a ton of playtime together between this 5 group. I mean, J-Retch definitely 17. Looks like makes pretty much every match. They're missing Hodge, who played 23 maps this season for them, so that's obviously a big hole there. Someone who's that consistently in your starting lineup is pretty crucial to your team oftentimes, and playing without them can be, dangerous. So if anything, I would say that Fake is the expected winner, but if Limbo can pull it off, that'd be epic. Bit of an underdog story, considering conditions. I mean, this is sort of similar to what Arc had to contend with in semifinals as well, just having to show up with people who haven't played every single game together.
Yeah, and availability, unfortunately, it's part of the game. Teams, when you recruit, you have to recruit with availability, and that's part of what makes your team strong. All right, anyways, let's get into this. Limbo versus Fake. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go for sure. And just to finish up on what you were saying, you know, that's going to be a big part of drafting in the draft league as well. You're going to want to take players who can play every game. I mean, if you get a player who's really great but never shows up to your games, it really hurts you.
All right, let's get started off with some X-Arc action here. We're going for those shocks.
Shout out to draft league.
Yeah, I'm excited for draft league. I signed
Sign-ups
up
are
to
closed, but everyone should be watching it. It'll be exciting stuff.
Absolutely. Mix things up.
First
Opportunity to get some.
elimination.
Alright, so X-Arch is pounding the shocks in this direction, keeping explosions around, making it dangerous for you to stand in any sort of high ground in that section. Having to push back, though, will open up some things. Obviously, getting a clear here for Limbo is very crucial. And I'm curious if he's going to push in and try to take that card out at some point, or if he's just going to sit here. Alright, yep, and Digit Bob, using that high ground very wisely, takes him out. Going down this main rail, dangerous as all hell, gets taken out by Dashhole, who's definitely going to have the ping advantage there when you're riding on that main rail. Oftentimes, when we talk about what to do and what not to do, we say don't ride main rail because it is so dangerous.
You really have to be selective with when you decide to ride the rails or not. And sometimes you can, but in that case, it really didn't pan out for him. But in the meantime, we've been getting great movement here from Fake. They've been pushing the cart pretty much non-stop through the house. So it's a great opening push by Fake.
They have pretty good control, undoubtedly.
Still haven't sent too many people forward, though. Still playing a little bit passively here, so I anticipate it's going to start to slow down here along the incline.
Yep, we're seeing some rockets pull up. As long as he can stay patient, don't push up too much, allow the team to group up, and they're not. So right now, Limbo should be taking advantage of the passive play we're seeing, and they should be using this opportunity to set up, get some weapons, get some explosions out, and not just push in on an individual basis and face this team 1v3, 1v4. That's one of the big pitfalls of Disruption. You see, like right now, they've got multiple players in the cart, so you send one person behind there, you're not fighting 1v1s, you're fighting 1v2s at a very minimum. And then there's also people spawning who are rushing towards that cart. It's a rough position to be in, so I would honestly would recommend that these guys just set up a defense right now and give them a little bit of space it takes, but that way you're not just going to continuously die and let the cart continue to move. 4 minutes and 6 seconds already to the bridge. I mean, that's crazy pacing.
Yeah, cart is cruising.
Really, really fast pacing. Digibob with some impressive work jumping on the high ground and then getting back on cart. Peekers off the kill on cart, and is he going to get this last one? Cart's still able to move. But I don't believe anyone's on it. Checking
out the Fake's cart pushing here. They're playing around this cart like their life depends on it. Dashing on, dashing off. This cart is just man, it's just moving. And this is like high level meta too. They're
playing off of each other, right? Exactly. Yeah. You can tell that they're playing off of each other's abilities and positioning, and so like you just said, I would call this high level meta. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and this takes a full season or so of play to get to this point, sometimes longer.
And it's like you said, like this is really demonstrating this amount of play time just between these guys. They trust each other, they know what to expect from each other, and it's playing out. We're seeing a group up here, some chemistry from Fake. Limbo finally getting their heel set in, but
and this is the first time in the entire map that we've seen them dig in and get a hold. Exactly. And that's 3 minutes left, and they're already under the.
Look at that. Yeah.
At this point, Fake could drop all sort of strat and still get through this checkpoint.
Oh man,
but
and
they're
it's
gonna do it as a group up. That's a great group up.
Under
Fantastic
3 minutes.
Job.
Wow, that is some of the best. That's one of the best pre-checkpoints I've seen this season. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's really impeccable timing right there. So now they're gonna push up a little bit. Oh, and you got that main rail. J-Retch able to get the kill. I do think ping there is gonna make a bit of a difference. It's just tough to gauge who's gonna get the kill on a rail. I would probably avoid it in that specific situation. If someone's up front getting a clear and you know there's no enemies behind them, then of course main rail is the fastest way to get up there. And there's other opportunities, but as a general rule, it's like saying don't pick up rockets. Shotguns. Of course, there's a time to do it, but if you're just like getting started, avoid it.
So Fake here with a nice triangle hold here. We haven't really seen too many red bodies coming into cart. Well, I eat my words. They got a clear on cart here, finally getting set up, but.
Did see a rocket pop up. I would say it's probably a little early for the explosions just yet, without being able to get past this break in Digibob is just putting in the work in this area.
Yeah. Dude, he's going 25 and 10 right now on blue. That's just like, you don't see that.
Great work, great work. I'm really leading the team there. Awesome job leading the map there.
Yeah, I've played with Digiblob lately in some pubs. This guy plays like like a dasher tier, man. This guy's really improved this season. It's the
Fun
hype
to see.
behind, the hype behind that you've like heard him talk about this season it's really demonstrating itself here.
And right now we're actually seeing a good change here from Limbo, that we saw them grouped up on defense without all rushing into that cart. That is exactly what they need to be doing, and I kind of have a lot of hope for them in the second half that maybe they can hold them off from 100. It's gonna be really, really tough, of course, but if they can do more intelligent play like they just showed, then they have an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, maybe they just need a little time to get warmed up to each other, get their heads into the game, you know.
Great kill there by Kai. Finally taken out. And the cart's moving. Oh, look at that. Saw the rockets, got off in time.
Rockets go down. Fake really continuing to control the pace here, putting constant pressure in this area. Limbo, they aren't being able to set up. They're right now so focused on just kind of stopping cart at every encounter here.
Right, and I would say in this instance, when your team is being outgunned, you just kind of can't worry about stopping cart. You have to more worry about setting up a defense. It's two different things. It's like protecting your life rather than trying to get the kill.
Man, we're seeing a stack here as we're approaching the 86%.
And we even see offensive shocks coming out. Not terribly often we see that unless they're pounding behind the cart. Oh shit! He had time to turn, get the kill before, and wow, that was great. I mean, obviously a bit, peekers come into play when that happens, but great play nonetheless.
Ooh, nice shock work by Taxi there.
Yeah, Taxi's on a roll here. He's been helping the cart move quite a bit.
Oh!
Oh no!
It's like he hit his teammate there. Ah, we hate to see it.
We cursed him, but 5.5 minutes. They're already all the way past that little opening. That is usually where we see teams stop, right here at the 86 mark when they're evenly matched. But right now, Fake is showing a very, very strong offense, and they're obviously not stopping there. They're gonna keep going. With 5 minutes left, it's almost certain they're gonna get to 100%.
Yeah, Limbo are really gonna have to set some sort of miraculous defense here in order to hold them.
I would say if they can pull rockets up and just keep them alive the rest of this 5 minutes, then sure.
And that, yeah, they're gonna have to send a couple bodies up into triangle, but for the rest of the time, they gotta have someone on cart too if they want to hold this.
Yeah, every little bit is gonna make a mess. There's, especially once they get that cart turned there with the shield facing the spawn, it's gonna be really, really tough for Limbo to get in and stop it.
But Fake doing a really good job of kind of hitting these flank routes here, and we're already seeing the cart turning around this bend.
Yeah, with 4.5 minutes left, this is incredible. Oh, killed him with the cart. Love to see it. Cart can be used as a weapon sometimes.
Hate to be the one to get run over, but man, we love it. We love it.
Exactly. But wow, what a push. I mean, this is just impressive work by Fake. Incredible. Wow. Amazing job right now.
Seeing some patience here by Fake. Getting group up.
Oh, 3 on cart. Yeah, you definitely want to avoid that at this section. I mean, obviously, the more people able to jump on the cart, the better, but you don't want to stack it too much.
Yeah.
Open yourselves up to being exploded altogether.
Just one shock and that's it. Seeing finally a setup here by Limbo, but
look, oh
someone
no,
hops
they
off
pushed
the
too
cart.
far up. Oh man, so yeah, I mean, taking attention away, then one player able to get that much movement off of one kill.
Yeah, it's interesting. Limbo seems a little bit lost here. The roles aren't clearly defined. People
That's
pushing
understandable.
up.
Like
Yeah.
I said, I looked through, and some of these guys have played 3, 2 maps, whatever, 4 maps, and it's just not enough time to really build the camaraderie you need to win a third place, game, which is Taxi and his team has really stepped up, and they're really showing the coordination it takes. Digiblob at 37 and 20 now. Huge impact on
Shots
team.
coming
Kai
in.
stepping into a 31-21 KD as well.
And we got
Very
2 on
impressive.
cart. But nice clear by Limbo, holding them back, but with just under 3
2 minutes, 53 seconds.
Yeah.
They've only got to go a very, very small
3%.
distance. I'm not saying it's impossible to hold this, but it's really tough. And that rocket,
That
is gonna
rocket,
take 2
wow.
off cart. There's no follow-up from Fake, which is a first. I'm curious what happened. Did they break up their group ups or what? Because that rocket was great if they had anyone behind them to follow up with it. And look, oh my gosh, that is a 3-person group up where they were all standing the exact same spot. I see 5 fake players here. The rockets come in. Neo DVD being a bit patient, he's gonna come behind. And if he gets that kill,
last kill, there we go.
Oh, this gotta be it.
I held him just.
Oh wow,
held
Bronto
him
there
right
saves
there,
the
yeah.
day in the absolute last second. But at this point, it's gonna go any second. Next person to step on this card has got to push it through, as long as there's not a red player on it. Right now, 1 kill is gonna finish this.
Saw a little trickle there. Got shut down pretty quickly.
Yep, Fake probably realizing how close they are just sent people forward, and Limbo did a good job of holding off that wave just because it was a bit disjointed.
Limbo holding the area here. Yeah, I'm not sure why hit markers aren't up, Snarples. But yeah.
And there it is. They pulled through, 1:26 left. Good job by Limbo slowing them down at the end. Definitely could have happened a lot quicker without the defense they had set up. So great job there, but man, I mean that was impressive. That was impressive work by Fake. They did a lot of coordinated pushes, a lot of group ups. I saw one point where 3 of them standing on top of each other, and they made it happen.
Like leading the map right now is Digiblob going 41-24, also in score. And for Limbo here, we got Wretch going positive. Only one in this team, I believe, 29-27.
Bronto, having played very few maps, only a level 42, doing pretty damn well too.
Go.
Here we go, get the push started. I expect them to give him hell. I mean, this is gonna be tough with all the explosions I'm seeing already.
Where are they? Looks like they pushed past Cart here first.
They
Oh,
must-
a free
shit.
kill. Oh my, what the hell?
Oh shit!
Wow.
Wow!
It looks like
Okay,
they just.
so oh my god!
What?
It happened again!
What is
It
going
happened
on?
again! Holy shit!
Oh my gosh, he just died on
Dude.
Cart. What is going on?
No way! Wow!
This is
wow!
this is the craziest, one of the craziest starts I've seen. Holy shit! It's just like,
Absolutely nuts! Oh my goodness! So
and you're saying we're
Taxi-
still seeing rockets here.
Crazy
Cart.
highlight there. Obviously you don't want to more than single stack it when you've got explosions up in that area, but oh my goodness, that was such a incredible play there by Taxi, and I think he's gonna try to do it again. Takes Cart out
That's
there. What a
another-
blue body
he
behind
is-
him. Surprising they were unable to get to him. Oh man, right in front of the spawn
And he's
shield.
still
He's gonna
alive.
get killed and
Like,
use a dash. Oh my goodness.
He really prolonged his
Wow.
life for that.
And
We saw-
already 4 minutes 50 seconds. They haven't even made it to the first bend yet. So I'd say like at least 10 seconds behind where they really need to be.
God, that was insane. Yeah, you don't really want to walk outside that shield with the amount of heavies there, and we're seeing why. Generally, you want to dash out of that opening spawn there.
And as far as getting on the cart goes, I mean, I don't see much more of than a single stack once, you know, until everyone's down.
Not in this opening. Oh, we're seeing multiple bodies in the cart, and they're learning their lesson now. They've only got one person here, but man, a little too late.
Bronto with some great disruption again. Good play.
But we still got multiple red bodies in the house area. Limbo still haven't cleared out the area. Rocket's finally going down. Finally seeing Limbo push up, getting maybe a little bit of control on the bridge, but with Fake still behind them, this is not looking good. It's just not.
Definitely not. And then we have to remember that we're going to be switching to Fake's home server for the next map. So, I mean, with the way things are looking, Fake is looking like a really strong favor to take this whole thing. Good kill there by Digiblob.
Yeah, and it's just one of their days. Like, all these guys are just hyped and on fire. Cart's
They've been
completely
putting in the work,
stopped.
and it's showing off. Full minute behind right now. Nice kill in the distance from Digiblob. Gets a second kill. He's on a nice streak here, more than 2 kills, but can he get more? Finally taken out. And we're seeing these explosives. So easy to grab explosives on this map. Double rockets, so you can't just take one out. I mean, Fake is so well set up. It's hard to imagine this team's gonna make checkpoint.
And just look at this defense. It is so well coordinated. We're seeing just designated people pushing up to go disrupt. We're seeing 2 Rocketeers. I mean, these guys have really planned it out.
So Bronto did get behind, took out one of the Rocketeers before getting taken out by Digiblob. It is allowing them to get good movement though. I mean, already almost to the bridge, making up some time. Rockets back up.
Looks like a ricochet kill from Digiblob there. Seeing distraction away from Cart here. Limbo getting some movement.
Yeah, I mean, a good bit of distraction actually. Great play on Limbo's end. Don't know if that was coordinator or what, but that was fantastic.
Limbo finally getting to this, but the question is, will it be enough? They still have 2 minutes to get to the checkpoint, so I mean, they still have time.
It's enough time. It's enough time. It just seems very, very tough with the way that we're seeing all these explosions come out, and I mean, Digiblob doing his thing on the pistols. Oh, and that's gonna cost them. I mean, Rocket's down right now. If Limbo could just get on card, it's open. And wow, they're gonna be able to set up rockets without any movement whatsoever on that cart, even though that was completely empty.
Yeah, and Fake not even having to put a body. Like at this point, you typically see a body on cart to stop it, but the amount of disruption they're putting in, Limbo having trouble to even getting people in the area.
Right. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's weird to not see someone on cart, but it's really not necessary. We're not seeing any movement. They have tucked someone in the corner. That's an okay play. I think once they call it out, the guy's gonna have to leave. So I assume 1 kill is safe. After that, any coordinated team is gonna scream, "Hey, there's someone hiding in the stun corner. Take care of it."
And there he goes. Yeah. You get 1 kill and you leave. You don't want to just stand there.
So in pubs, it's easier to get away with it, but in a coordinated team, you're always gonna have someone call that out, and the next person up should in theory kill you. And there's not much you can do if you get peekers around the corner. He's gonna take some damage from his own teammate. That's rough. If you're gonna stand in specific spots, sometimes we coordinate it with each other. Then again, you still have some clips of us killing each other, but you try to minimize the impact of killing or damaging each other by jumping in front of rockets.
8, 7,
Push.
Alright, so one great push here could push them through. Kai pushing up, we'll see if that's going to pay off. He's got to take out at least 2 people to really justify this. Oh, and there we go. No, he doesn't.
Away
they're able to get it. They're able to get it. So great, strong win by Fake. Digiblob top scoring 71 and 34. Kai not terribly behind.
Hopefully this will go back up. Alright, we're seeing a server change here, so what is this?
Good deal. And the server change is gonna favor Fake pretty heavily.
Yeah, sometimes OBS I usually record and stream. It just booted me out though. So needing to completely restart OBS. Yeah, so don't freak out, chat. It's gonna go down for a second. But we'll be back. Taking that waterway. And this is where we start to see Fake really shine. We've seen some really impressive play by Fake here. Notably Digiblob. This guy is in my opinion, one of the best pistol snipers, and I would say Walker and Sprinter tier. He's put in some massive KD work here with his accuracy.
Yeah, it will be fun to see And then, of course, with the server change, we'll see. You know, it'll be tougher. It'll be tougher for Limbo here. It's gonna be an uphill battle for sure.
In the meantime, we've got 13 viewers, 9 likes, which means 4 of you guys haven't put in a like yet. So if you're just chilling here, make sure to go ahead and put in a like there so you can get that even like count.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you don't miss any of these matches.
Yeah, with how well Fake have been doing here, I'm surprised that they're so low in the brackets here.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, they've kind of put things together in a strong way. It's definitely changed things up, and they're looking like a totally different team from last season.
Yeah, we got Walker Finals next later on in a couple hours after this match. But it looks like Fake has actually taken out some of the finalists in the Walker tier. So
Incredible.
they beat both Walker tier finalists here, so which is interesting. Yeah. So they're even though they're battling for third place here, just based off of MMR ranking, they have already taken out both of the Walker tier finalists.
Yeah, that's wild, man. And I'm looking at it right now. So they went to Stadium last time, and they took out Hotu, with pretty well close to Hotu's top lineup, but they didn't have Toxics or Rage in there. But then you saw Hotu come back and take them out in the playoffs here, and man,
yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And that was a great matchup. That was a good match. Like definitely one worth going back and watching. I don't mind giving a spoiler here just because it's definitely already happened. You have to know if they're in third place or finals who won that matchup, but definitely go check it out. And then on the other end, like the Blitz match, I mean that's crazy. They ran through super strong and they were able to take that victory in a pretty significant way. But we'll see what happens here tonight. I'm excited, man. I'd love to see this game. It's gonna be pretty cool. Blitz has grown quite a bit over the last season and the last season before that. So is like their big brother team. I don't know if they're officially related or not, but Styx, they've jumped up massively in skill level. So all those like foreign teams have been getting better and better. I remember back in the old days, we felt like FR was like, oh man, they can't really speak English, so they can't really learn from the cast and whatnot. But man, we've seen Fear come out of like absolute obliterating teams. They beat Thud this season, just super impressive stuff. This is definitely an international community. How are we looking on the cast there? OBS still giving us issues?
I think it's working now. It's up. I just had to restart it real quick.
Good
So
deal,
everyone,
good
yeah, everyone had a little freak out moment, but we're back. We're back. I remember the first time I did it, I had no idea, so it was like a solid like 5 minutes before I was able to get back up.
Ouch. That definitely happened.
You learn for your your horror moments. It's just the way it goes.
Band shout. Okay, shout you're a band. Oh, chat pointing out we do have some change in lineups here. We've got Dexter XX coming in for Fake. Gel. That must be a bot, right? Yeah, it is. So waiting on their 5th player there. But on the other end, I don't think Limbo has any other lineup. I'm pretty sure this is the 5 they've got. Fake Gel. Sorry, Shout. I love the dudes over at Iron. You can see them all up in the chat, super active in this game. My understanding is that they're like the best players in Iron Lights, so it's cool to see some crossover for different VR games like that.
Have you seen some
Obviously,
of the gameplay from Iron Lights?
I have. It looks pretty fun. It does.
Very technical, yeah. These guys are not strangers to competitive gameplay for sure. But I mean,
Right.
usually when you see players making the switch from a VR game, they come from a VR shooter. So the fact that they're coming from a sword play based game and they're
Right.
still being some of the top competitors here, that's super impressive.
It's crazy impressive. You're absolutely right. I mean, totally different mechanics, although they do understand teamwork and comms and things like that. But it's crazy. It's I guess the sort of the opposite of a lot of the Rec Room guys who came over with the mechanics, but not the comms and the coordination.
Yeah.
And look
It
what
begs
she-
to ask the question like, which is harder to build up? You know, getting that teamwork and competitive spirit there, or just bringing in the mechanics. I don't know.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, both are important, of course, but like, man, I don't know. I guess we should really just like, we need to do an experiment. We need to take a team from a randomly obscure game and take a bunch of pub players from another game and mash them in for a full season. Give them both training and see what happens. If you're watching this and you don't play Hyperdash and you want to build a team, reach out. We'll coach you up and make it work. Iron has the D advantage of having siblings on their team. I did not know that. Obviously, that will help with coordination, undoubtedly. And yes, Loop has a bunch of people living together, which again definitely helps with some of that coordination.
Wait, which Iron players are siblings? That's a I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Well, let's out it. Let's hear who's siblings. Let's see if the
Yeah,
chat.
with Iron, this being first season for Iron, I'd be interested to see like how they grow next season. I did see a roster change there. I think Cap'n Toast might be moving to a different team next season, but are they still keeping their core lineup for?
I mean, Cap'n Toast is one of the few players that was playing Hyperdash
That's
before
right,
the
yeah,
Iron
yeah.
Lights guy swapped over. So I don't think it's really going to disrupt too much on their end. I mean, obviously, Cap'n Toast is one of the strongest players, very, very good, talented player. But like you said, the coordination, all that, those guys, the core group is still together.
Bob and Mike. What?
Me and Shout. No
Oh,
way.
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Alright, so I heard Shout was related to Fourth. Does that mean you're also related to Fourth? Oh shit, I'm an idiot. Wait. When you said 4 is related to Shout, or whoever said that, it wasn't Fourth as in Fourth Horseman.
That's
It was
yeah,
4
yeah.
as in Joseph the 4. Okay. Now it all comes full circle, and it makes total sense. I swear to God, one time I saw Shout say, yeah, me and 4 sound the same, and I was like, no, I don't think so. That thick New York accent, but that makes so much more sense now, man. That makes I swear to God, I thought that Shout and Fourth Horseman were cousins. Iron Bob and Iron Mike there.
But no, that makes sense. I've had both Shout and Joseph reach out to me for 1v1s, so they're probably
Oh,
like,
cool.
yeah, let's both just 1v1 everyone. Yeah, these guys are really taking it upon themselves to improve rapidly. So, all right, then here we go.
Awesome. Get it.
Match
Cool.
starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, can you maybe fix it? I'm looking at a black screen.
Red takes B. First
Oh,
elimination.
that's right.
Blue takes A. Red takes A. Blue takes blue team score countered. Blue teams
We're seeing an
countered.
early countdown here by Limbo. Limbo putting on the pressure.
Blue takes B.
First starting seconds there.
Red
You see everything
takes
all right?
B.
Yep, we're good to go now. Awesome.
Blue takes B. Red takes B.
We see Digiblop here already with
Red
4
team
kills and a
scores
countdown by Fake.
three.
Yeah, we're getting a countdown. This
Countered.
could totally do
Blue
it.
takes A.
Oh, there we go. Double counter for a split second.
Jughead though
Blue
deep in
takes C.
Fake space there,
Blue team scores countered. Red takes
getting
A.
cleared out by Digiblop.
Red takes B. Blue takes B. Red takes red team scores.
Another
Here we
countdown.
go. Another countdown. There's 3 alive though.
Countered.
Bronto with a nice
Oh,
counter
wow.
there. Last
Great
second.
job by Bronto
And clearing out
clearing it
Digiblob.
Red team score countered.
Kai's gonna initiate another countdown here, but there are 4 people alive, and they counter at their own base.
Blue takes B.
Look at it, Dexter traversing the map with shotguns. Not an easy feat.
Red team scores.
Yeah, early on this
Red
season, I was a
team
pretty big
countered.
proponent for never using shotguns on Waterway,
Red
but we've
team
seen
countered.
some pretty interesting
Red
gameplay
team
here by
scores. 3,
some
2,
Waterway shotgunners.
1.
Um,
Red
Yeah,
team
that's
If
it.
they-
wins
oh, there we
this
go.
round.
And they take it with a full team wipe. So 1 point already scored. Wow, Digiblob 11 and 2, 2,200 points
Red
out the
takes
gate.
B.
But Bronto, again, like a new player practically, and still just out here crushing it for their team.
Yeah,
I
leading
say
his-
new because they haven't played that many maps this season, but they
Red
could have been playing
team
for a while.
scores.
Level 42 is very
Countered.
low to be top
Blue
scoring for your
takes
whole
A.
team.
Makes you kind of wonder if he like put in the time there to get up to
Red
100
team
here.
countered.
At what level would he be
Right.
playing?
Absolutely,
takes B.
absolutely. Definitely have to assume there's a lot of potential there at level 42 playing at this
Red
level.
takes B.
Yeah, like I was saying, Fake has done some really interesting work on Waterway with the shotguns. So normally I wouldn't say you should use it,
Blue takes
but if you're
B.
not good at like that long range, I don't know, there might be a place for it.
Red takes
Now we're
B.
seeing Bronto with the shotguns.
You can hold
Maybe
down some keystone areas, but the time it takes to get
Blue
these shotguns
takes
though is
B.
just
Red takes
lot of
C.
time.
Red team scores.
There's only-
3.
Oh, we're seeing a fake count.
Countered.
Yeah, another
Red
fake countdown.
countered.
There's only
Blue
one
takes
shotgun
C.
pickup per side, right?
Red takes
Is that
C.
right?
Total. Yep, that's right. That's
Yeah,
only
so-
one pickup. So
Scores.
It
you're
takes at
basically
least-
just waiting for 10 seconds.
Yeah, 10 seconds every single
Red
time if
takes
you're gonna
A.
rock with
Red
those.
takes B. Blue takes B.
And with how dependent Waterway is with the long range defense,
Red takes B.
you're
Or
really
even the
giving up
medium
that.
range, just not being able to do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
true,
consistently. The pattern on the
Blue
shotgun
takes
is like
B.
relatively randomized. I think there's like probably 6 or so different shooting patterns, and it's pretty damn tough to predict where you should specifically aim the
Blue
shotguns,
takes B.
and that really forces them into a very close range weapon. We'll see people just empty out 4 shots
takes
total, 2 from
B.
each gun,
Blue
all at
takes
once, just to
B.
try to get a long range pick, and
Red
even then it
takes
doesn't always
C.
work.
Blue takes C.
Taxi
Red
getting work
takes
done with his
B.
shocks here.
Shocks are one of the original Waterway metas.
Blue
I've
takes
seen
B.
people like
Red
inept
team
grab them and go into
countered.
another base or Gatsby,
Red team
and be able to hold down a
scores.
button for
3,
so long with
2,
those things.
1.
Good
Countdown.
predictability. And here we
Red
go.
team
Countdown.
Last
No, they
second.
are able to counter.
3,
And
Another
countdown
counter by-
immediately afterwards.
1.
Exarch's the only one alive, but he's
That's it.
going to be.
Team wins this
There you go.
round.
Fake already with a second point, showing a very dominant performance so far. So Digibob climbing up and up. Kai getting close though with the button
Match
presses,
point.
but 26 and 7. Digiblob is
Red
leading in
takes
kills.
B. First elimination.
And just 5 minutes here played. Already 2 points on the scoreboard. Fake are really controlling this. And this is what we expected with the server advantage here and the power
Blue
they got.
takes A.
Limbo really trying to hold on here.
Red takes
Right now,
A.
Limbo's got 2 buttons. They do lose the enemy
Blue
base.
takes A.
Oh,
You don't see shots land on those rails like that. That's such
Yeah,
a hard
that's-
shot.
that's impressive. Very impressive
Scores
shot there.
3.
Now the
We got a
countdown.
countdown rolling. If they can hold this off. Oh,
Red
countered
team
at enemy base.
scores 3.
Another countdown. Button hold.
1. Countered.
Ooh, last second. Bronto
Oh,
again with the
there.
counter. This is like his 3rd critical counter.
Red team scores 3. Counter. Red team scores 3, 2, 1.
Dexter with the final
Red
tag.
There it is.
And
There it is.
that's it.
Wow. Great job by
Solid.
Fake. A
Yeah,
dominant
solid
performance
win.
here, winning that third. I would love to see Fake get a rematch with the finals winner,
Mhm.
like just for exhibition purposes. What a great performance there.
Top score, Digiblob, to no one's surprise, 32-7 with pistols and pushing up. Top scoring as well. Kai in 2nd place there with 4,610. For Limbo, we got Bronto. Had a really good performance here in both kills and score, 1416 and 4,082, followed closely by Jughead, really mashing those buttons. So, good job by both teams. Limbo really for hanging on there. Saw some good play from you guys, but match goes to Fake. And congratulations on your 3rd place win. Hope you guys had a great season.
Yep, absolutely, man. Exciting stuff. Congrats to Taxi. Congrats to Fake. as a whole. Good job putting up the fight, Limbo. Obviously, they had to play with a different lineup than they're used to. So, I mean, kudos to them for showing up and getting it done. But, man, Fake, impressive work, and look forward to seeing you guys next season.
All right. And that about does it. Any final parting words, Percent, before we head on our way?
Yeah, just make sure to watch the rest of these playoff games. There's a lot more excitement going. So if you haven't done it, like, subscribe, hit the bell, and peace.
All right. See y'all.